Wee. What is poppin', YouTube? What is poppin'? It is Decker the Artist, and we're here to bring you guys another chapter reaction of Ordeal, as one of the best Ordeal channels on YouTube, one of the best. So now, last week there was not too much in regards to pacing, or you can say like in regards to like pacing of like, you know, locations and all that stuff. Last chapter of 147 was mainly about Vol and his like kind of like backstory, where he basically comes from we still don't know where he was born or where he initially comes from, but he comes from this like type of village from like way back in the day of like, you know, the knights and all that stuff, medieval times. And yeah, he basically grew up in a monastery church alongside with four other I think it was like four other brothers and sisters that he, you know, adoptively had and everything. Don't remember each of their names because unfortunately all four of them, well, three of them got, from what we know, basically got clapped up, unfortunately, by other cameo. It was basically from the army of Thanatos. Now during the flashback, when the cameos came to, you know, towards the village to kind of like look for other cameo to join their army and stuff, they basically, once the monastery basically refused, and like their father basically, who dubs their last name, where everybody including Vol has the name Vaj, you already know his last name, basically, yeah, that's where they get all his last name from brother Vaj. And yeah, basically him alongside with the children got murked. During that time, Vol, as we all know, was in the rice field or whatnot, picking the rice alongside with one of his other brothers. They were getting into a squabble where his brother was about to kind of like start murking off some of the villagers because of how they're like, you know, talking shit about them. But Vol, with his wisdom, was kind of somewhat able to calm him down until the cameo came to kind of invade the village. So Thanatos, when he got there quick, like speedster quick. And then once he seen what happened, slaughtered every single one of those cameo like it was nothing. Like it was so easy for this man. So, and then right after that, out of nowhere, who would have thought that Thanatos was gonna friggin' pull up? And this man with his friggin' like I believe they're kind of like Chinese, like specific or inspired. If I'm culturally appropriating, that's my bad. But yeah, basically the look of him was more of like a kind of like a Chinese man. So it seemed like during that time, the Thanatos vessel was more of a Chinese, you know, man waging war against the kingdom, how they, you know, issued and everything. And then that's how him and Thanatos, him and Vol met. Now, the issue that I had was mainly, or the only issue I had with last chapter, is that I wish and hope that there's a part 2 to Vol's backstory, because I don't like the fact of like just what we got from last chapter is kind of like the reason why, or kind of like the justification in towards like why he is like so like, you know, up for the cause of Thanatos. Like it's just, especially since he's kind of like considered like his right hand man. It's like, what exactly, it's like, just because the man basically took you up and dubbed you instantly as like his right hand man, it's like, is that your justifiable reason towards why you're joining up with his army and stuff, and why you're just so die hard into, you know, making him kind of like the god, the ruler of the world? Who knows? We might get a continuation of this, but from one of the next times that we've seen from the last chapter, we might get a continuation of what's going on with Chase. So without further ado, let's get straight into the chapter, which is 148, Betrayal. Ooh, what does that mean? Who is Che gonna meet that's gonna kind of like give him that kind of like betrayal mindset? Like, or maybe Che's gonna meet somebody. Who knows? But yo, without further ado, let's just get straight into the chapter. So let's get it. Now, like usual, we gotta see if there's any type of music on here. Okay, it's been a while since we heard this track. Bro, what did he enter into? This is the Coliseum? This structure, there is cursed chi in this place. I cannot tell how strong it is, yet my senses feel weakened. You should be alert. It appears to be coming from this room. Yep, this was the panel. It may be one object or several, perhaps the entire room itself. Excuse me, that's my bad. Cursed chi is deceptive. We can burn the very stones of this building to the ground. But if we do this, we may never know what secrets it holds. Proceed with great caution. And the checkerboard floors, bro. What type of Illuminati type of conspiracy shit's going on here? As I suspected, foul is the atmosphere of this place. There is wicked presence here. Okay, Che's ready for. Is this just poorly? Okay, is this just drawn like that because of it being at a distance? But this thing's looking like a big thing, like a muscly thing. Or I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the weird head shape of this thing. Yes, she is no cameo, only a human soul. Yep, really was. Yeah. Oh, that was her earring. That's why. Rajani Baharat. Yeah, one of the senators, right? Oh, door closed. To your left, my lord. What are those, bombs? That is the source of my disgust, the Cyclops seal. It's a cursed ritual seal created to weaken ancient talents. A growing dark cloud will eventually block my ability to communicate with you. The longer we stay in this proximity, the harder it will be for you to discern my voice or use my power. Hundreds of years ago, these seals were used to ambush King David. Oh, we lost many men that day. I should have recognized it. I thought the ritual was lost to time. If this woman is a collector of artifacts, she will have worse things in this room than this. She intends to make a stand against you. Ooh, I know you can sense my precautionary measures. Forgive me, but I did not believe this would be a peaceful visit. I'm also relieved that I was the first one chosen. Will you hunt us all? All my comrades who made the same choice as I? I implore you to hear our reasoning first. Rajani Baharat, heir to the Ishti family. You owe this country penance. You slayed thousands during Thanatos' rising. Do you deny it? Whoa, what's that kind of artifact she's holding? And an oversight, yet the lives lost pale in comparison to the lives I hope to save in the not so distant future. An oversight? Is that what you call it? Che, I feel far too many sources of chi here. More than just the seal, she's up to something. Your vision involved murdering thousands. That is not the heat of the moment, but a premeditated plan. You sold your own people, Rajani. I've seen that anger can be forgiven, but an evil heart only rots. You are correct, Lord Hart. I chose the lives of my family over the lives of my nation. Am I a villain for choosing to save my own? Tell me then, whose life will you save? For centuries, my family has suffered horrors. We deserve to be here. Many have no clue of their purpose. But we do. We are the collectors of this world's history. You claim to be one of us, yet you do not consider our lives. Only that of humanity, which, if left unchecked, will erase us from history. Lord Vol warned us where your allegiances truly lie, that you'd never consider my bloodline. Che, get ready. There is a third chi source. Only his blood can wound you, and now that I've seen your eye for myself, I believe it. What are you holding? Bro, what kind of Soul Calibur nightmare type of dagger is this? The only way forward for those I love is your death, Lord Heart. Do you even know why cameo history exists? Why our tales are told in their purest form, no matter how horrendous? Because my family bled to record it. We endured torture when kings found our writings not in their favor, yet we refuse to proclaim anything other than the truth. You think I hide my own sins? The world will know what I have done, and the cameos will scorn my actions. But in their hearts, they will be grateful for my choices, for I put them first. We survived for years with not even an acknowledgement of our tolls. Lord Heart, I know you will never forgive my deeds, but I did what I had to. I am sorry, but I do not have faith in Kode winning this war. Thanatos will have his victory, and I will ensure the Ishti family remains to record this world's progress. You will not prevent that. I will not lay down and die as you command. If you will not value my life, I will see to it myself. I know what you came here to do. You carry with you the flames of judgment without mercy. Sentence me and let us begin our battle. Majani Baharat, turn yourself in. Confront those you have wronged and seek justice. And I vow to you, I will not harm even a hair on your head. I've come to consider. Or it's got to be love and suffering. I've come to consider something my master tried to earnestly to teach me: grace. Woo! It is no effort for me to slaughter you, but I offer instead a merciful end. They will undoubtedly sentence you to death. If you accept it, it will be a peaceful end. To refuse this, to accept my blade, what will it be? Grace? Huh? I thought you wouldn't consider. What I have done is not even worthy of mercy. I did not expect kindness from you, but it will not change what we all know. You will not defeat him. Thanatos will have his way in our generation. I cannot turn myself in and leave my family in his hands. But there is another way. We can avoid bloodshed. Marry me. Whoa! What? This girl's just like, the only thing we can do is, if you possibly, marry me. That's the only way that, we can work this out. Like, what? What kind of blackmail and flirty shit is this girl on? I have saved myself for a time like this, Lord Heart. You know this man's taken. Don't act like you don't know this man's taken. Take me as your own. Join yourself to my family and I will belong to you. With our wealth and your power combined, we will write a history in our descendants' favor. The Ishtis and the Hearts. After Thanatos creates his new world, you and I will sit at the top of it together. And do not throw away your life for a fool's hope of defeating Thanatos' army. Abandon your pursuits and join me, Lord Heart. I offer you my loyalty. Leave this all behind and run away with me. My family's wealth will secure you and your friends as long as you bow to him. Tap. Ranjani Baharat. Oh, looking fire now. Ranjani Baharat. My sister nearly died in the bombing. I see. You cannot look past what I have done. I understand. And I hope that you will understand as well. I cannot put my faith in the losing side for my family's sake. Crush. I reject your offer, Lord Heart. Unmistakable, the scent of darkness. This is the verbotent, my lord, the power of the Ishti family. So what was like that gem kind of like, was that like pendant that she had kind of like what held like an ancient talent within it? that was always with the Ishchi family, a human in possession of cursed chi. It appears she was able to secure her family's talent separately from her body. See, I was right. Yep, knew it. By doing so, she was free of its curse as long as she did not release it. The building masked the scent of it. Doubtlessly, okay. Well, it will mask the scent of your Thanatos chi as well. In the event of a battle, she planned to isolate you not just from the outside world, but from me as well. With the Cyclops seals in effect, it will be difficult for me to aid you with fire. She will try to kill you, my lord. Room secured. All outside comms have been terminated. The meeting will commence. Kode headquarters, Tokyo, Japan. Let us begin. Quite the sudden meeting you called, Chairman. We were not even briefed on its contents. I assume it is of urgent concern. Before we begin, I just received intel that Lord Che Hart's location has been identified. He has been quiet for a month, but removed the Elder's mantle a few minutes ago. His location has since gone silent. We assume he donned the mantle again. He is still situated on Trinidad with no further incidences reported. Good. Great work, Galliard. Thank you all for attending today. There are two pressing matters I must bring before this council. I've excused Master King. Firstly, with regards to Lord Che Hart, further information regarding his recent actions has been brought to my attention. There have been a few rats under our noses who have eluded me for some time. Lord Hart's strike at our moon was no accident. The moon base Kevin Moros once guarded has been left unscathed. However, the private research facility situated on the dark side of the moon was destroyed. Based on the pattern of attack, it was the target. Okay, location Moonbase, current state repair. That's funny. Damn. This research facility, funded by allies of Kode, has been profiting off Kode's confidential files for years. They've been selling our research. Now we know why Thanatos has been steps ahead of us amidst the chaos of Lord Hart's attack. Their actions were revealed and subsequently stopped. Okay. Morena. Good, Lord. We found them. Well, look at that Kode. Kode had more than one mole. Does this mean Kode is finally back in the fight? Have we regained our veil of secrecy? Maybe so, Morena. However, the reality of this revelation may pose a setback for our credibility. Information received from a distant location, such as the moon, takes time to travel. Our allies grow increasingly uneasy at the idea of further research being intercepted. In other words, we have indeed bolstered the security of our key intel at the cost of our allies' confidence. We should proceed with Plan Armageddon. Comrades, I do not understand the gloom that weighs upon this room. This is astonishingly positive news. The moles of Kode have been found. This will boost morale 1,000-fold. Indeed, it may be an unseemly sight on our behalf, but I can assure you my men and I will press forward knowing our actions are secure. There should be no further talk of moles. We must press the advantage. Agreed. Then it is settled, Chairman Ross. This can be the pivotal point of our assault on the armies of Thanatos Adamos. Your second topic to be raised, sir. Eric Edwards. Finally somebody brings him into the conversation. A man I have grown fond of. His work has done wonders for us. We mourn his death, but it is not without gain. He left us with his completed research. He concluded exactly how we will win this war. He has discovered how to defeat the Thanatos. I have read every possible path to victory he left us. Only I know the content of his findings. But before we discuss them, jeez, boom. What? Wait. What's going on? My guy, are you a mole? Are you a mole? Activations of talents in this room is forbidden. Aldrich, what are you doing? I should have seen it. Hanjiro Hebi, you have truly lived up to the omen of your name. I failed to find the mole as I looked only beneath this table when I should have looked above it. The fate of every Kamio soul on this planet has sealed to our vigilance, and you have egregiously betrayed that sacred trust. Those that also betray us on the moon base had someone covering their tracks. Your loyalty was never bound to us, but to your own greed, wasn't it? Sheesh. This man has been the true Code traitor. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, so next chapter. Hold up. Well, no. We can leave it on this. Man, oh man. So next week, we're going to get, of course, a continuation with Rajani and Che, pulling up the one-on-ones. That's going to be so grimy. And then on top of that, we are also going to get a reveal of the whole Ishti family talent. I mean, it's a cursed talent, but it's like, woo, I want to see what kind of form or talent that is, that's even going to be somewhat comparable to Che. And then on top of that, we get this little rat. This little rat over here was the true Code traitor. Oh man, the amount of secrets, the amount of shit this man has exposed to Thanatos, insane. I'm telling you, it was just like what that girl from the surviving table, I forget her name as well too, but it was true in regards to her and in regards to just not trusting Code, because it's like, yo, you guys got too much traitors, too much moles on the inside. Like, okay, yeah, you guys possibly got all the moles, maybe, but it's like, yo man, this is gonna be intense next chapter. Now this chapter was a lot of an info dump, a lot in regards to just like progression of like what was going on in regards to like moving forward in the story. I mean, we only got in regards to pacing, kind of like two notable ones, where it's like, for one, it's the conversation and the start of the one-on-one with Che and Vajani, and then we also have the meeting with, the whole Code executives, whatever they consider them, board of directors and all that stuff, and then them figuring out, not just them weeding out all the minor traders, like the traders that's throughout the organization, but the top of the top trader that was a part of their group. Now, in regards to like their ability or his ability in regards to like them doing that kind of like seal or execution with like, all the members of the board, and then, of course, one of them, dying from, it being kind of like a Russian roulette type of thing. It's like, how is that gonna go? Like, are they going to be able to find somebody that's just going to be lickety split that's going to join their organization? Because I mean, like, there's already too many traders, like, and one of the main traders was a part of your group, and you guys just didn't know. You guys didn't know for this long. And it's not even the fact that like, okay, yeah, they did figure it out, but it's like how long it took for you guys to figure this shit out. But at the same time, we don't know when this guy decided to kind of jump ship and go straight to being like a Thanatos lover. So it definitely sucks because a lot of lives were lost due to his freaking assistance. But This man got snuffed out. He got snuffed out. So next chapter, we are getting the one-on-ones with Rajani and Che. I cannot wait. But you guys definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts on the chapter, because this was definitely a decent chapter. I'll probably give it like a 7 because it was more of like a starter towards the one-on-ones, and then them figuring out what the trader is. So in regards to me and my excitement in the chapter, I'll give it more of like a 7 because I already know next chapter that's gonna be a bona fide like 8 or 9 for me. But that was another great week of Ordeal, and definitely stay tuned for next week for chapter 149. But let me know what your guys' thoughts in the chapter in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And always gotta give thanks to the Father Yahuwah and his only begotten Son Yahushua Mashiach. So you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And peace easy. Shalom.